5-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jim. Check. Check 30. Red 80. Red 80.
Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 20! And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dante Pettis, 79 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Darnold on third down, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flushed out right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Rosen to throw. The quick slant caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Funches, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
7. It's been a long day for you. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
54 Mike, 54
Now it's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Complete to Chris Herndon. First down and goal to go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Draw play, Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 more yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Darnold now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day.
And now it's Rosen looking. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Barrios complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get that ball. Watch out. Man, ain't he? Watch twist.
On first down, it's Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check mark 54. Man, 80. You must be dreaming. Hey.
From the 44, Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
54. Me and you on game. I'm coming after you. Man, 80. Check.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And They take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
All day, all day.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go. Interception, baby, all day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rosen. They'll roll him out right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, exit. 57 to Mike, 57. 80. Let's go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Got his man. It's Eifert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Buying time to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
25, check 25, check 25.
Mike spot 4, Mike.
On second down, it's Bell, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, 80.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Get your swarm on. Check 99, check 99, 49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one left side caught by Barrios. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 50, check 50.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Red 80. First and 10. 64.
On first down, Darnold. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A first down throw, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Bell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
It's a gain of 7.
Check
Brings up
54.
3rd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Shoot! Shoot! Check the hot read. 80 weapon. Red 80.
Back to throw. And Anderson's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bo Scarborough with time running out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught by Parker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.